media in the last 5 years than there were in the previous 50 in many respects. So 10 years from now is an eternity, okay? We don't really know. I do think great brands will survive. I think brands like CNN will have a big place. I actually think people may consume CNN, differently. They may consume it completely on their mobile device or on their, or whatever screen exists then that we can't predict today. But the credibility that comes with CNN is what will make CNN survive. There are other great brands as well, and I think those are the ones that will survive all of this disruption that is going on now. Cannot be above how people want to consume their news and information. And I think there was a poll out earlier this week that showed that the consumption of media, of print media, was down, was woefully down. If the reader or the consumer does not want to consume in that way, then you have to evolve with it. And this is a great business school, and what business schools are about changing and evolving business models. And at the end of the day, the consumer decides. Yes, this is a good business and a profitable enterprise, but it does, being able to be on the streets of Cairo and in Seoul and around the world does cost money as well. And so there is a business model that is predicated upon somebody not stealing our signal. And good journalism and good television does cost money. Okay, it's easy to put a cat on a skateboard up online, but if we're going to provide context and we're going to provide reporting, that requires money. And so I don't think that anybody should be supportive of either piracy or somebody stealing our signal without compensating us for it properly. With regard to your question about crowdsourcing news and using that, I think that's incredibly important, and we are paying a lot of attention to that. Now, you have to be careful, okay? Because, everybody who's got a Twitter feed or a flip camera thinks they're a journalist now, right? So you have to be careful. But I do think it's important to also pay attention to them. And we are, and we're making more and more use of that all the time. In a world where Twitter and Facebook and those technologies and new ones that are going to come along exist, I don't think it's the role of CNN anymore to necessarily have to be first on something, because I don't even think that's possible. What I would like is for people to learn about stuff on Twitter or Facebook, and they come to CNN to see if it's true. And I think that's where our mindset should be. I don't care if we're last on reporting something. I want to be right.